Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608, and today I'm playing Starmade, and we're working on the Ice Queen 5. We're working on the interiors right now. Let's see. Not enough space right there, okay. Thinking about adding an extra room type, module type thing. I went ahead and I walled up and finished sealing it up this room here, except for right here. Off camera because that's kind of boring, but I'm gonna make you watch it anyway because I forgot to do this room. So this room's gonna be special because it is the observation deck. So it's gonna get one of these. It's gonna get a single one of these. So let's undo all that because I wanna go. And that's going to control the lights in here while that isn't connected. You are going to control the lights in this room. And yes, notice the giant power stream running through the ship. I know I can move that with a node. And that one's just slightly off kilter. Go. No, V, there you go, V and V. So, make sure that's working right. Make sure I got all the lights, there we go. Now, do I want to move this with a node and kind of bring it over this way? Or do I want to... let's play with nodes. Where are my nodes? Where are my nodes at? Node. Stabilizer nodes. Okay, so how is this going to work? Okay, so that just changed... Let's get rid of those two nodes. Hold all those over here. What about this? Okay. Now this is something I was curious about. How are nodes going to work with the multiple groups? So it looks like, if I do that there, it's going to suck them all there. Of course, that's going to run through my whatever that is. Could do light, no. Looks like it takes whatever's between the node and, or whatever stabilizers are between the node and the reactor, it takes that to a point. So if I do here, looks like it's going to grab those two. Over here, it should grab just that one. Just that one. And somewhere in the middle, it's going to grab all three of these. The two there and the one up top. That's interesting. Huh. Now, I'd like systems of some sort, probably salvage. Take this area, not a huge salvage computer, or a salvage setup, but a little one at least. Can I force a particular system to use, or group to use a particular node? Like, can I put them there? Okay, yeah, it looks like I can do that. Does that cut through anything there? No? So I didn't cut through anything, but well, now it does because it's pulling there. What if I put like that? Oh, I could put it on top of the reactor, and that looks like it changes the reactors. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Just putting the nodes on the reactor to force these, I guess, I'm assuming it's going to the center of mass, the power stream from the center of mass of the stabilizers, the center of mass of the reactor. I hadn't thought about just putting the node on the reactor to force a certain, I guess, center of gravity, if you will, or center of mass there. That pulls that out of that room. Does it show up in... No? Good there. I hadn't thought about doing it like that. I was thinking about actually having to do lines like this, and then... But no, let's try that out. So that way, that gives you... Because I was going to build this huge thing in here that blocked half the room. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. Let's see. Alright. So there goes the nodes. Now I'm curious for another system-y type thing. We'll do decorative type. I'm going to do more decorative type stuff, probably off screen. But the more system-y type stuff, now that we've got things up and going, I'm going to do more on screen. And less of the oh, I'm building a wall again. Or another hallway. Actually, let's build that like there, this will be the engineering closet. I'm building a room, but this is a structural room, or a system room. And the salvage array there. And how much does that cost? I'd done this before, but I forgot what the cost was. Reactor, a single salvage unit costs 15 to charge it, 3 to own it. Okay, how much power am I generating? I'm using 16% of my reactor, that's not what I asked. I'm generating 12,000. So I should be able to pick up like at least 3 of these. I can get a 10 there. Actually, let's do it like this. 5, 10. That should have been 15. There we go. That makes life a little easier. 10. Now that'll be flush with that. And I don't have to... And I don't have to do something. Oh, I don't have to fidget with honeycombing this. As I understand, the system integrity for this mining array is going to be abysmal. But this is not a combat ship. Probably the furthest thing you can get from a combat ship. I am going to throw an anti-missile turret on here, but that's going to be the extent of it. Okay. Now, can I actually run my salvage units? Not if I click the wrong button. Yeah, I can run them. I can't fly and run them, but that's primarily because I don't have any thrusters. So what do you say we... Oh, before I do anything, I'm going to throw down the placement for my... That's not the right button. Go away. My, turret. I'm going to put my turret dock right here. Come on, there you go. I can face backwards, that's fine. You see we use 2 anti-missile turrets. I want that one to face forward. I can probably easier to rip that out and swap it out than trying to rotate my template. What a strange little turret dock you have. Thank you. Because I have designed a, where is it, turret. Did I just call it? No. I call it AMS turret? I don't know what I called it. 5 AMS. I designed this so to fit with my 5x5x5 templates. Let's hop out. Because if you F1, F8 into something that's already, while you're in a ship, not in astronaut mode, you hop into a different ship, it gets really, really cranky. Let's just throw this in here. Hop out, and I make sure that's a cannon computer, that's a cannon computer. Make sure to set as a missile turret. Sure. We'll have remote control. just in case, I guess. Let's grab a second one of those. And F1, F8. And I think two anti-missile turrets should be fine. And these are basically the same anti-missile turrets I've built probably half a dozen times on this channel. Just, they look slightly different this time. One's facing forward, one's facing backwards. But it's basically a cannon strapped to a turret or rail dock. Now the one thing I do, even though I know these do not use power from the these do not generate their own power, I still add a power reactor and a thruster, so I can maneuver them into place. I guess I could take these off, but if he gets shot off for some reason, and even though it's not supposed to, I've still seen it happen, and it's floating in space, you can still shoot stuff now because it has power. Or if I'm really, really desperate, I could use it as my escape pod, which I still haven't grabbed. Okay. And something else that I like about the new UI, instead of going to menu and trying to activate turrets or going to each individual turret to activate everything, if you come over here where it says docks, turrets on, turrets off, turrets on. Or you can undock all the turrets or normal or undock everything. Don't want to do that. In fact, let's deactivate everything. Just turn on the turrets. So now if I was to go back and check the Bobby AIs, it would say that these are indeed on. In fact, let's do that to prove it. Don't you make me look like a fool by not being active. Those looks like eyes. Are you looking at... Why did you move? Or was it just my imagination? Oh, it's just my imagination. See? Active. And it's set to aim at missiles. 1 of 8. Let's actually save this thing as IQ5. Upload failed. Oh, I don't know. Apparently I was working on the last one in a different world, so I will sort that after we stop for the day. Now, one other thing I want to do for the salvage, I would like to set up my lazy miner circuit. For those of you who haven't seen that before, it's basically a clock. Clock feeds into the salvager, so every time the clock fires, the salvage beam should turn on. There you go. Alright. So, well, that's just a delay block. I really need it to be useful, so we're going to stick that and a not there. I need a inner ship remote and an activation. Activation goes to the not goes to the and goes to the delay. The inner ship remote goes to the and we're going to name it salvage. And the delay block goes to the system in question. You can set this up for just about anything. And to that activation, turn it on and off once. So now, we're going to throw a jump drive, a scanner, activation beams up that way, and salvage there. So now I should be able to turn that on. And now my salvage is running on a clock. So every time it cools down, it'll turn on with the next activation of that delay block. Cool, huh? And I can control it from here. And that is my lazy miner circuit. In fact, is there nothing to mine, so we're not going to mine anything. Only salvage overheating ships. Oh, before I forget, we need to attach that to something. You want to pull into there. No, there. Gotta look away. There we go. So now anything I mine will be thrown into the main cargo hold. Alright. Well, that was fun and exciting. We got a lot done today. Anywho, I've been JW608, this has been Starmade, and I'll dig you cats Later.